Hey everybody. So I'm live on both Instagram and Facebook right now. I think Facebook will allow me to save the video, and then Instagram, I don't know, whatever happens with that. I am here today to talk to you guys about attention versus intention. Attention versus intent. I probably won't see any comments. I won't see if anyone's watching. So if you're watching, thank you for your time. I'm going to do a little quick reading at the end. And yeah, so today I was thinking about attention, how people mostly will, in their relationships and dealings with other, instead of wanting the other person or the other person having intention, they're like, I want that person's attention. For me, both work, but it depends on how well developed you are in your own being, in your own energy, to not be influenced by, external energy to want attention, right? It should be about the intent behind your interactions and dealings and relationships with people. So today, I'm just going to take some time. I'm live, so I figured I can not be so worried about time. And sorry, I was playing with this little ring my son took off his cup. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just going to vibe with it. I'm not being overly worried about time, as I usually am when I'm posting those videos or my readings in general. So yeah, let's just, if you guys have things you want to say, share. I might not see it, like I said, but I'll look at it after. Yeah, so anyway, attention is to notice someone, something, or the regarding of someone or something as interesting or important. It can also be the action of dealing with or taking special care of someone or something. There are 4 different types of attention. And these are just notes I just took before posting this. This is a very important topic for us to focus our energy on, because it's really not good to go through your life wanting attention from other people instead of intention, right? So there are 4 types of attention. There's selective. That's when you focus on one thing at a time. There's divided, when you focus on multiple things at once. We all tend to live with our attention divided. Sustained, or a focus for a long period of time. And executive, or a focus on completing steps to achieve a large goal, which is usually life. Our executive attention is to achieve some goals with our career, with relationships, with what we want to spend the bulk of our being doing. An intention is an idea that you planned or intend to carry out. If you mean something, it's an intention. Your goal, purpose, or aim is your intention. If something you mean to do, whether you pull it off or not, it's an intent, right? For me, when I think about attention, I think about how people are already, how they respond to certain things just innately, That's what I think about attention. Them giving you that. Their judgments, what they already had before, actually, when you're in relationships, communicating with you, engaging with you. When you have intent, they're understanding, they're empathetic, they're accepting, embracing. So that's why it's so important for me. I was like, I wanted to come on here and share that with everybody. Like, you guys want attention so bad when you should be seeking intention. So anyway, intention is an intended thing, aim, or plan. Purpose. Plan. Determination, wish, desire, aspiration, dream. All these things. And it also says on Google, I got this definition from Google. It can be considered as the healing process of a wound. That's why I think intention is so important, right? It's healing. It's a process. It's not already established how it is with attention. When we're seeking attention, we're basically saying, look at me, how you are, with everything you believe, with your judgments. And some people go to the extent of being things extreme, like narcissistic, manipulating, controlling, abusive, those kinds of things. So all I'm asking is that we try not to ask people to come to us with attention and intention instead. That's all I'm saying here today. But I'm going to go deeper because I love science. I love backing myself up. My energy alone backs me up. But, you know, some people are like, so where'd you get that from, right? Wisdom Extreme. And I also use Google for the definitions of those words. Of course, people use Google for everything. Let's see. When it comes to staying in the moment, the key is to understand the difference between where your attention is and where your intention is. I'm sorry. I'm like, attention is going. It's important to know that where your attention is going, where it's headed, in intention, it's just a beautiful thing. I mean, you need balance in everything. That's why I'm sitting here comparing the two. But with intention, I know it's a space. It's a space in between. You're allowing people to have enough space for you. Attention, they're coming with what they already have. Intention, they're coming with an open space to understand, to embrace, like I said, to receive you, who you are as a being. Plus, attention, concentration of the mental powers upon an object or close, careful observing or listening. An intention is a course of action that one plans on following. The thing about intention is it's a state of being, kind of, because you're taking these actions, right? And you're creating basically habits. You have these habits that make attention, I'm making correlations, attention a hit or miss, really. That's why people are like, you shouldn't want that kind of attention, right? If you guys follow me, the way I explain things might be a little difficult. It's okay. I'm sure you guys receive what my point is here today anyway. But let's keep going. So I have my board here, so I'm going to write this stuff down, and I'm going to use green because I feel like green is go. Everybody associates green with go. So I'm going to write down attention and intention. And what I'm going to write down is what I basically already said here today. Intention is a healing process, and that it creates space. I should be showing you guys this. I'll show you after. And what else is intention? Intention is a plan. I'm in my backyard. There's like animals and stuff. Sometimes they'll sit on this behind me. It's pretty cool. I saw a cat sitting up there the other day. We did go over 4 types of I don't know what's attention. Alright, so let's write down what attention is. That was the first thing we talked about. It can be selective. It can be divided. I'm going to put divided. It could be sustained, and it can be executive. And executive, as I said before, is basically the big goal. And then attention usually comes from curiosity, where intention usually comes from just, for me, when I have intentions for other people, there's lots of love, and there's lots of, when I have intentions for other people, I don't know, it just feels real good, so I'm just gonna stick with love. Love versus curiosity. That's already a big difference right there. Like, I want you to come to me with curiosity, or I want you to come with me with love, with space, open space. Not already structured, divided. You just say there's 4 types of attention. Divided energy. It's messy. You don't want to mess. I don't want to mess. You guys want to mess? I don't think so. Let's keep going with attention. I said this. Curiosity can be messy. Bees. I don't know, if you guys are afraid of bees, don't bite them. You can wave them away, like I was just doing that one. Don't irritate the bee. That's why they sting, or maybe whatever. We're talking about attention here. It sucks so bad for attention. And this is probably backwards. I'm sorry, guys. On Instagram, my camera's moving over there. Facebook is still. So anyway, so what we have right now. I'm gonna pull up my articles now. Hey guys, thank you for joining me. So I use this resource, the U.S. National Library of Medicine and the National Institutes of Health. I use that website for all my academic papers, really. They have so many detailed research articles, and I even found one about attention and intention on this. It's published by the Journal of Neuroscience, this article that I'm using as a reference today to support my wisdom, my feelings, and what I'm sharing to you guys, with you guys today about attention and intention. So there's a lot of research about this topic. It's really unfortunate that the latest article, which is posted on a blog, was from 2019 about this topic, which is, something really big to focus on, because we live life every day through attention and intention, what we focus on and what we wish to make space for in our life. There you go. What we're curious about and what we love. Damn, that's just so perfect. Attention is curiosity, intention is love. And without life, we can't, we need both, we can't have either. We have to have both in our lives, basically, is what I'm saying. So anyway, about this article, I found they did research basically on the posterior parietal cortex, which is where the motor plans are in our brains, where we process our information, basically the neural activity of our processes. So they did the research, and what they found basically was that there's a difference in both and how we process the information, and there are also tight correlations, like with anything. I'm sorry, I'm making a mess on my hands with this sage. You guys see I play with my hands a lot. I play string instruments. I love cooking. I love writing. I do a lot with both of my hands. Pardon me distracting us. So, if we go to the article, here, I'm gonna show you guys. I love research so much. They have it pictured here. where I hope this isn't backwards for everybody. I'll post a link in here so you guys can see it. But anyway, I like have my laptop here, and I don't think it's gonna show you guys. Really, sorry, Instagram people watching, seeing it. No, it's moving and stuff. So anyway, basically in this article is just showing how during the study, when they set off different cues, attention, oh sorry guys on Facebook, when they set off different cues, there was certain reactions, and they did it color coded. That's why I said before, color coded things are amazing because they help you understand the hues too. Usually in research are used to resonate with the different chakra systems. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you follow me, great. If not, I hope you understand by rewatching the video. So anyway, different colors went off, the lights in the research. Basically, for me, my understanding, how I interpret it, that activated different chakra systems in the body. Energy sensors related to different aspects of your being. Energy from different areas. Here. You guys know the chakras. So if you guys, I have a question. If you guys think about where attention, what kind of energy is activated when you're seeking attention or using attention, either way it goes, whether it's positive or negative, what energy centers do you think attention gets activated in? And then when you think of intention, love, what energy centers get activated there, and how, for example, if I have a negative or, a low vibrational intention for someone, where I feel love at, where love is for you, sometimes in the mind, sometimes in the heart, you're going to activate lower frequencies. So that's going to affect you in your being. Whereas if you have a positive intention for someone, you're going to feel real happy. You're probably going to be more creative in your mind, thought processes. Okay, so attention. If I'm very curious about something, it activates for me too. Here, my heart, and then like the lower energy centers. Curiosity, it could be a positive thing or it could be a negative thing. Like the results of your curiosity could elevate you or bring you down. And then let's say I'm curious about this new alcoholic beverage that this bar I frequently go to. This is an example. I don't go out, nor do I drink at bars. So yeah, a new drink came out. I want to go try it. I'm curious about it, right? I probably shouldn't be drinking. We shouldn't be drinking. Like, if you want to drink when you need to celebrate, when it's necessary. But no, we shouldn't be going out and doing things we're curious about. Unless the curiosity, like, I'm curious about this new, let's say, yoga class, since that's common these days. I'm curious about this new yoga class. I'm gonna try it out. That's helpful. So if you guys have been paying attention this whole time, there's a lot differences about attention and intention. But I'm sorry, live, this thing's like going everywhere on Instagram, Facebook. Hi guys. If you follow where these things are activated in your being, and if you think about all the things that you've had intentions for, you've had been curious about, how have those things shown up in your life? What did they result in? I'm curious now. I want to know. And then my articles, I have them up. I'm too far away to be connected to my internet, so they disconnected. But I have one article by Meta Yoga Studios. It's a blog post, and it is about intention setting. And I feel like intention setting and attention go hand in hand. See what I'm saying? They're very negative and positive things to both. And in many ways, they both relate or correlate to each other. And the reason why I'm getting on, and I'm going to constantly do this with words, with spelling, so you guys understand that God, that life, that what we see, feel, do, breathe, how we act, what we choose to be here. You can't have one without the other. You can't have God without the devil, because God is all, everything is all in one in all. Modu. You guys gotta understand how energy works here, basically. And I'm gonna keep doing with this often. Spelling, right? So we're gonna set some intentions, right? But we can't do that without attention. We can't have love, we can't succeed in life, in anything, if we don't have love behind it, right? That's intention. But curiosity, when it's used in positive ways, when it's acted upon in positive ways, when you're selective about it, you can just, damn, like, follow me, feel me, hear me, please. Can't have one without the other, guys. You gotta know how to be high vibrational with it, and that's how we see the result of our efforts manifested here on this physical plane. At every moment we're making an effort, and at every moment your attention, your curiosity, what you're acting on, it needs to help you heal. Intention, the healing process. It needs to have space. You need to create space for whatever you're intending to do, be, see, have, taste, whatever it is you want, right? Gotta be aware. So anyway, our intention. We need attention. I'm gonna put attention under it, because we need to pay attention when we have intentions, right? Pay attention to what you're giving your energy to. Are you gonna be messy, like I said? Sometimes curiosity could lead to a mess. Everybody knows this. Know why you are doing or curious about whatever it is your intention is, and wherever your attention is going. Know your why. Be clear and be relevant. Like, we can have clarity, but sometimes it not be relevant to the situation. Like, just because you have a clear understanding of something doesn't mean it's applicable to the present moment. Know why. Be clear and relevant. Like, so necessary. And when you know why and you're clear with it and it's relevant, you can begin to develop your steps. This is so bad, writing like this at this angle. Steps for your plan. Then you have those steps. Develop the plan. And your intention's great. You activate your magic. I was telling someone, I think yesterday, that in order for you to, in order for you to even begin to have some spiritual understanding, to make sure you're not sabotaging yourself in your life, on your path, you need to know what makes you happy, first of all. If you don't know what makes you happy, then yeah, nothing's really going to work, because at least in some moments of your day, in your way, you should be doing something that makes you happy. You should be doing something that warms your heart, makes you smile. And this is so relevant to the post I made yesterday. If you have someone you like who isn't in a relationship or married, those feelings can be used to activate your power. The food we eat should be used to activate your power. Your diet, your entertainment, the things that you do, your activities. Like, come on, guys. I'm saying elementary things here. I'm talking about attention and intention. Curiosity versus love. Being selective versus creating space. I have things to do with my day, and I am so grateful for everyone who is present with me now and goes back and watches this live. Hopefully it saves as a video so I can post it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull, I don't think I'll pull many cards because, yeah, I have things I need to do. I've been talking for so long. Hello people. Bless. Thank you for being present with me. Thank you for gifting me your time and spirit and being open to receive this energy that I have to lend, to give, to exchange. I just thought that coming on today would be very helpful for the people I'm able to come and contact or connect with. It would be helpful for that energy and contributing in some way, shape or form. I'm gonna pull one more card from the Making Magic Oracle deck. Oops. But I think this one card, when I first shuffled, hopped out and I saw it. So bless. It's a beautiful day here. It was rather warm when I came out, but now I'm just like chilling. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. It's my Halloween cup. You know what I was saying? It's Halloween. Once September hits, it's Halloween to me. You want to know what Halloween to me means? It's not even about, I use that word, but it's not about the holiday in itself. It's about the energy that is ushered in the Virgo season. I really like Virgos. My son's a Virgo. 2 of my sisters are Virgos, and yeah, Virgos are the shit. They're really, I like people who are organized and adept and proficient. Virgos can kind of be like, damn, it's like a lot of energy. My son's a Virgo, like I said. Yeah. So, triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and earthly. Triple moon. I'm using the Making Magic Oracle deck by Priestess Moon and Keepers of Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. Sorry, guys. Stop moving. I want to take this off. Hold on, I'm going to take this off for Instagram because I'm going to switch you guys too. Too much moving. Embracing all aspects of yourself. Knowing your why. Being clear. Being relevant. I already said those things. Water. Water is my favorite element. Even though I'm a fire baby. Water. Work with the element of water for healing, for purification, and for refinement. And when I say intention is the healing process, right? We're creating space. Move the energy, let it flow. Stop keeping your energy to yourself. Stop being stingy. And what I mean by that is little acts of kindness matter. And this is a way. Attention is negative. We will try to get credit by sharing our little acts of kindness to the world, when all that matters is the energy that vibrates in spirit, how you affect the whole, the ripple and the waves, right? You're creating ripples or waves. I'm trying to create waves. Hence, I'm spending so much of my time and energy here sharing my intention for us all with attention. So, water, element, work with that. Baths are great. Hit me up if you want a bath salt, bath soak. I make them. I'm going to start posting them soon. I'm wrapping up a very demanding semester. I have human anatomy and physiology, I have pharmacology, and then I have medical records management. So that's a lot. That's like 60 to 80 hours a week of just studying, reading, exams, writing papers, medical charts, etc. So my intention, they're so close. In and at. Oh my God. In and at. You guys think about that. Let me write that down. I'm gonna write that down. And this last card I've pulled from that deck is Triple Spiral. Listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. I'm trying to give you guys a lesson here today, right now. In and at. You want people's energy to be so high vibrational, so pure and genuine that it penetrates your being rather than coming at it. We get offended, we get hurt and fear and all these low vibrational energies when energy is coming at us and not in us. You know, it's not pure, it's not merging. That's how it's so easy when you're merged, when you're in the flow, you know. I hope you guys understand that. When you are in the flow, you know. That's why fear and all that other stuff is so unnecessary. It's like, I don't like people feeling my energy coming at them. I want them to know that with me, they're in a space that is safe and comfortable. It's genuine. It's real. And I have great plans for us. That's my intention. I'm giving you guys positive attention to Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet and come back to Earth. Stay grounded, right? But Earth, it may be a physical place, given its gauge and range in the physical sense. When you're a spiritual being and you understand the infiniteness of your nature, you know that Earth, being connected to Earth would mean be connected to the energy that you're bringing here to this plane, to this dimension. The next card I pulled from the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck is Horus, the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. This is a beautiful spread to go with my beautiful information, wisdom that I'm streaming here with you guys. So beautiful. Life is beautiful if you let it be. So if you are feeling like down or negative in your energy, if the excuses you make are keeping you content, if you, I don't know, are just overwhelmed by what's coming at you, you better go within, man. How do I go within? People always say, go meditate. Breathe deeply. Your diet. Move. Move your machine, your flesh. You're borrowing this. It's a blessing if you let it be. It could be a curse. It's usually a curse when you're curious, when you're directing your attention at things instead of merging with it. I'm trying to make sense of my purpose in my time here today with you all. And then Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. And I think that's what I'm doing right now with you guys. Show them both. I feel like this is great. Some good things. I see sea moss is now becoming a fad. Hopefully it stays that way. I tell everyone all the time I talk to saying I have health issues, inflammation, pain. Use your turmeric. It's turmeric. Has an R in it. Turmeric. Use that. How can I use these things? Sea salt too. Your lemons, your limes, your citrus fruits. But know your body, you know? Know what works for you and what doesn't. If you're having reactions and symptoms to foods, you shouldn't be consuming them. And that's just it. These things will help bring you out of your depression, out of your fear. When you remain in a state that is reflective of what you seek, and the only way you can receive that is if you be what you seek first. And how can I be what I wish to have first? Don't I have to do these things? Don't I have to acquire some things? No. Stop directing your attention at things and try to be in them. That's just it. Be in them. And that comes with the energy levels you feel. And you can't be a magical being. You can't be a goddess or a god or a king or a queen or any of these things if you don't have balance in your being. If you're constantly coming at things, if you're curious and not trying to, be more aware of it or understanding or accepting or embracing. Intention is a healing process. Attention is very selective and it's a very human thing. It really is. So this is what I have so far, guys. I'm gonna take both my phones. Oh no, this is what I have. Sorry guys. Okay, there we go. I have that so far. I hope you guys got some of that. Put this back here. So yeah, I did the spread. Hope you guys got some of that greatness. And my live on Instagram, I think, is messed up, but whatever. I'm just happy to be present with you guys. Make sure you drink your water. Stay hydrated. That's another thing I always say. What are you drinking? Like, I know people that literally don't drink water. Isn't that crazy? Like, I don't like water. Like, what do you mean? You're made of water. This thing you're borrowing, this body, is made of water. You have to stay hydrated. That's how you heal. Know your why. Be clear. Be relevant. Make steps. Take steps to execute your plans, your goals. Like, there should always, that's what I'm saying. People are like, have a plan A, plan B, plan C. No. I mean, have some plans. Don't let them be about the same thing. But you need to have steps, because if this step doesn't work, another step might. If not, take another step. You're not jumping or like leaping when you're trying to accomplish things. That's what we need to, like, just slow the fuck down. Slow down, please. I do have a YouTube channel, Casey. I hope this video saves so I can post it, because I think this information is very relevant. Like, I'm talking about intention, attention, what is in us and what is coming at us, and how we need to fix those things and how we can. These cards I put are just freaking amazing. But that happens every time. If you watch my readings, like, the energy's aligned. It's aligned, and look, I have all this space. I hope you feel it. All this space and love for you. I'm giving you guys a hug. Bless your souls. May you receive what I have shared with you and share it with other people. You never know who it might help. All right. Blessings and bliss your way. I gotta go. Thank you so much for your time.